welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new vlog. So today's vlog slash video is another nesting video because time is creeping up on me and I don't think I'm going to have as long as I originally thought, but who knows. But there's stuff to do, and my other nesting video I just felt like came to a natural end in my opinion. I didn't want to make it any longer, so we're going to do some of the same kind of stuff, organising, showing you some really nice bits, showing you my Amazon, I think it's prime time deals, you know, that period of time where Amazon have massive reductions, and I got quite a lot of baby stuff and stuff that I needed at a fraction of the cost. My face is really puffy because A, I'm like nearly 9 months pregnant, and B, I've had the deepest sleep this morning of my dreams, so making the most of that. But yeah, so basically it's going to be hauls and everything baby and organising and just sort of like just getting a grip on things. I love it when people drive past obnoxiously like that, it's great fun. But yeah, and just talking a bit about my pregnancy because I don't know if I'm going to have time to film my pregnancy chatty video before I go and have my baby. Hopefully I will, and I'll still do that. That video will still come out on my channel at some point, but it may be postpartum rather than pre-birth. So yeah, but I've been so poorly. Yesterday was not a good day, and because I was poorly, and then obviously I've reached out to people that have had babies, and also people that have had babies have spoken to me about me being poorly, could be a sign of things progressing, which is awfully exciting, but I've still got bits to do, so that's why I'm going to do it slowly today. My mum's made a gorgeous smoothie. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, and I'm hoping in this video you'll see me flat pack some clothes, because there's a lot of clothes I'm not going to be using for him yet. Oh, my hair. I'm going to do it up in a minute. There's a lot of clothes I'm not going to be using for him yet because of obviously sizing, so I'm going to flat pack those and put them under my bed, or put them somewhere just so I know where they are. But yeah, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the first one. If there's any other baby, pregnancy, I'm going to say baby content, as in baby related content that you want to see, or want me to share, let me know. Pregnancy as well, because you never know, I might be able to squeeze it in, but I doubt that by the time you see this, I just don't know. I don't want to jinx anything. These are the bits. I don't think I've shown you already. My brain is just crazy. Sorry for the fan, but it's just got to be on because it's just too bloody hot. But these were from our family friends. They're all brand new. Got My Expert Midwife, which I've heard amazing things about. Freedom Mum. I've got my organisers, which my new ones have arrived, so we can do the rest of our drawers. Washing. And then yeah, they're going to go in the wash. And I'm going to be organising it. So one of these square boxes, well, not that one, but another one, is going to have dummies in, and things like that. So, oh, my hands have gone all tingly, which I'll also talk about in this video. And yeah, so the plan is this. Let me sit down. Okay, so this is my chest of drawers. Don't mind the stickers. I've had this since I was a child. Could I get rid of the stickers? Yes, I could. Could I be bothered? No, I could not. Anyway, so this was my chest of drawers. However, these 3 drawers are all his. So I thought, what is the point of having this drawer for tops that I don't really wear? They can go to charity. I can sell them on Vinted, most likely charity, because I can't be asked for Vinted at the moment, because I just have no energy, really. And then this has just got like underwear and socks in, which can technically stay. I think one of them can stay as underwear and socks. That's not an issue. But I'm just thinking the rest of it can be his, because A, I don't have the room to get him a unit of his own. And yeah. And at some point I'm going to get one of my friends to help me with floating shelves so I can put photo frames on there. So then that can be like baby stuff and cute up there at some point. So I'm thinking this drawer can be when I see people do wipes, nappies, comforters, muslin squares, those kind of things in that drawer, and then just clothes in the rest of them. Obviously, we're gonna give it a go. And if you remember in my last nesting video, I can't open it with one hand, but this drawer is all organised, all washed, all organised already. So that's what this drawer is looking like, just in case you can't remember or you haven't watched that video. It's all clean, it's all been washed, but a lot of it's like newborn. And I just have a feeling my baby's not going to fit into newborn. However, I keep seeing people say that they've been predicted big babies, like myself, and they should have bought newborn clothes. So I am going to take some newborn clothes with me to hospital. And then the rest of it is just like shirts and things Like, look at it, so exciting. But yeah, so some of it I do need to, or as I said, organise. All of it is clean, all of it has been washed. I've got my milestone cards here. Once again, like this would go in the top of my, like the top drawer. Any bits like that, so actually I'll take that out. And this, baby mitts, they need to go. Bibs, they need to be washed. Hat needs to be washed. This is one of my first ever purchases I made for him. Vegetable hat from Next. How bloody cute. Okay, I'll put those there for now. These can also go in there, and that can go in the new storage when I've organised that. So basically all of this will be, oh, and look at these, the next ones that I got, if you remember that vlog, they can go in the wash also. So yeah, so basically now this is all clothes, which is probably a good thing. Oh no, it's not. Pyjama tops. That could all go in there. And this blanket, which I see everyone taking one to the hospital, so that's good. I thought I had one. Okay, so now everything is baby. So yeah, that'll be organised. As I said, I'm not going to be, I doubt I'll be using a lot of newborn, but we've got some, so that's good. I'm now sat, I have been rewatching Malika's older videos because they're just so damn good. I just left a picture of this Pampers nappy. Anyway, so these are the nappies that Chelsea very kindly gifted me at the baby shower. I'm just going to take everything off its tags and hangers, and then we're going to go through these just to make sure nothing else is on its tags and hangers. So yeah, that's the plan. But I have tidied up a little bit my room in general. And then the next job after this is the cot. Because although he won't be using it, I've been using it for storage, but some of that stuff can come out of storage now. Because obviously the fact that, you know, and when my flat pack bags come, we're going to be flat packing his older clothes, which are all over there. Fans on, so I do apologise, but look, these are first size socks. Oh, I can't actually get over how tiny these are. As I said, I don't know if he's going to fit into them, but we've got them just in case. Trying to sort of like, so you don't see me address, but Christmas come early, so let's unbox it all. Technically I should wait for my mum, because I think there's something in here for her. But I'm too excited. I did say to her, I'm too excited, can I open it all? And should I wait for her response? Most likely. But I'm going to open them anyway. She'll forgive me. Okay, so I'm going to open this one first. Oh, how exciting. These are for me. Got my lash glue. And then this, which I'm very excited about. This is going to be, it's a lucky ticket, and this is one of the ways I'm asking someone very close to me to be my baby's godmother, and I'm very excited about it. So we got that. Okay, that's that done. We've got so much recycling, I cannot even. However, it's good because when I send Rhiannon's birthday parcel, it could be in one of these boxes, which is great. Okay, my mum did order some stuff, so whatever is hers, I'll leave in the box. What are you? Oh, I think this might be my mum's. Oh, no, wait. Okay, that's a godmother keyring, that's mine. What are you? Oh, my flat pack bags. The next part of this video is going to be me flat packing. Don't mind the missing nail. I'm not going to do any time lapse of me doing this because I want my fan on and I want to be as comfortable as possible, but got these off Amazon in the prime time sales, and we're going to be flat packing this bag of clothes, that bag of clothes, and this bag of clothes. This is going in my wardrobe, and yeah, we're going to flat pack as much as we can. Hopefully I've got enough bags. If not, we're going to have to order some more, but fingers crossed we've got enough. So yeah, and I need to pack my hospital bag, which I will also show you in this video. So yeah, it's just so much to do. With the fan, but I can't turn it off, my room's too hot. So this is further 0 to 3 or newborn clothes that I'm keeping, and they have been washed. They're in here ready to get organised. This is stuff that I'm going to be passing on, putting on baby bank, or taking to charity, and this is some stuff that I'll be flat packing. So I've got the bottom drawer empty now, which is good. So yeah, but I'm going to get all the clothes out first and then flat pack them, I think. I'm going to flat pack some of my stuff from my wardrobe just to give me a bit more space. I have done a before clip, which I'll show you at the end of my room, and then I'll be doing an after clip for my own sanity. So I'm going to start flat packing now because obviously there's quite a lot here. Can't remember which Next to Me crib we got, but Nina picked it up from Facebook Marketplace for me. It cost me £35. It's pretty much brand new. So, you know, and considering how expensive Next to Me cribs are, I was very happy with that. The Next to Me crib, look at it. It's not as high up as I thought it was going to be, so that's perfect. And it rocks, and I love it. So yeah, great purchase, and thank you, Nina. She's a lifesaver. So I haven't actually shown my face much in this video, I don't think, so far. But I did try to film this clip earlier, and we were having scaffolding put up in our communal garden area. And it meant as soon as I started trying to film this clip for you, you could hear the drilling. It was so bad. So I popped out and they have gone, thank God. So I can show you guys what I got in the Amazon Primetime sales to do with baby, and also a couple of other bits as well, just to show you guys what I picked up or been treated to. I've got treated to two things. A brand in here that you'll see quite a fair bit is Tommee Tippee. I've got some postnatal, is it the postnatal? Basically things for me for after I've had baby and stuff like that. And it's all currently in my Next to Me crib, which after I've done this and filmed a TikTok, I can unbox everything and get everything ready to be in my hospital bag or just go away in the appropriate places. So first thing I'll show you, I got some flat pack bags, which you would have already seen in action. I'll take that wrapper off in the bin. But yeah, so far so good. I can't remember which ones these were because I've got rid of the box now, but I would have shown you them in the vlog. Just to store a lot of, well, pretty much all his clothes, the older clothes when he's a bit bigger, and it's just a lot easier to store everything. I will be putting them under my bed, but for now they are in the cot, which is why the cot looks a bit messy. Well, you can't really see it, but it is a bit of a mess, but it's an organised mess. I know what's in there. So yeah, and one of my old flat pack bags that isn't one of these ones has got my clothes in, and its deflate is not like suction properly, so I'm going to end up transferring them, the stuff, into one of these. And these are the jumbo bags. My mum helped me, bless her, and yeah, they did a great job. Two things that I didn't get, but it's Tommee Tippee, both of them. So we've got the microwave steam sterilizer. Now I got it off a Baby Bank page on Facebook, the big Tommee Tippee sterilizer. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it, so I passed it on. The reason why I passed it on was because if you're familiar with my channel, you may have seen our kitchen, or I don't know how often I've shown it, but we don't have a lot of worktop space at all. We have quite a small kitchen. It's functional, it works, we're lucky to have it, but there's not a lot of worktop space, which means having a Tommee Tippee sterilizer the size that it was, some people it isn't very big, but for our availability in our kitchen, it is quite big. And I've had loads of friends recommend this to me. I've looked up reviews, and it's just a lot more compact, it's fast, and apparently it does the job very well. So yeah, my mum very kindly treated me to that. So that's one thing. And then the other Tommee Tippee item was from my grandma, because my grandma mentioned it and it was something that was on my list to get, but I completely forgot. So this wasn't in the Primetime sales either. I think this was on sale on Amazon, but it wasn't because of Primetime sale. So I think this was £33 instead of 50, I want to say. But yes, this is just the Tommee Tippee multi-warm bottle and pouch warmer, intelligent warming even from frozen. No hot spots, auto shut off. Obviously I would still check the milk on my wrist, as you do anyway. But yeah, so And I think I mentioned in this video, if I haven't, I work in childcare. I'm quite familiar with these kind of things anyway, and I've got a lot of people that I can ask for their opinions. I know the Newbie Rapid Cool is very popular, which I may get at some point. I'm not sure. I got told it's an essential, but right now I think I've got pretty much most of the essentials. But this is going to be perfect for when I'm on the go as well, putting it in the nappy changing bag and whatnot. So I got these mainly because I have got a lot of bottles now. So these ones, all sealed, absolutely brand new, which is why sometimes I think if you can get second hand, definitely do. But yeah, you get 6 bottles in here, and that's amazing. £15 I thought was great value for money. These ones are smaller. Yeah, so these ones are smaller. This is still the same, self-sterilising, 0 months plus. Is it slow flow on all of them? Yeah, slow flow. And these are the natural start ones, anti-colic. And as I said, I don't know if I said, but you get 3 in here. I got this for £10 something. And I thought this would be perfect for my hospital bag. Obviously sterilise them and then pop them in this hospital bag, just because they're a bit more compact and not as big. But yeah. So my mum used Tommee Tippee with me when I was younger. Nina used Mam box. I know Mam is very popular, the bottles. But Nina's little one, she didn't get on with them in the end, so she's converted to Tommee Tippee. And as I said, Tommee Tippee is a brand that I've known, and a lot of my friends have used, so I'm giving them a go. And then obviously if he doesn't get on with them, then we'll experiment with other brands. Thing that is Mam, we've got some dummies, soothers, pacifiers, whatever you want to call them. These are the 0 to 2 months. Now, I don't really understand, because Nina told me to get the 0 to 2 months because they're a lot more easy for obviously your newborn baby to keep in their mouth if they take to one. Obviously no judgment if you want to use dummies. If you don't, that's up to you completely. Let's just leave it at that. But you can get 0 to 6 months from Mam, so I'm thinking, what is the difference? But obviously I think it's because I'm just a bit confused about that, so I made sure to get the 0 to 2. So one of these will be coming in my hospital bag with me. So yeah, but we've got these ones. We've got kind of like the neutral ones, and a blue and kind of grey one. These were on offer. I think I got them for £5 something, because I could not for the life of me find 0 to 2 months in any shop, Boots, anywhere. I went to a lot of shops to try and find these, and you can't get them anywhere, but you can get them on Amazon. Obviously they come with the sterilised box, which is great. The amount of times in nurseries that these would get lost is crazy. But yeah, so I picked up 2 of those. As I said, he may not take to them, which is absolutely fine. It's not something that I'm relying on, but it's something that I'm willing to try, and to see if it can incorporate into our routine. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does work, it does. You know. Okay. The next 2 things are for me postpartum. I think that's what I was supposed to say. So it's from the brand, both of them are from the brand Linoche or Lenice. I'm not going to try and say that. Basically this brand, which I'm sure if any of you have had babies, then you may be familiar with this, either from the Emma's Diaries packs, or you know, if you had a baby shower and people have gifted you things, because in Chelsea's basket she very kindly gifted me some bits from this brand. But I realised I thought I had these in there, but I didn't, so we picked up these. These are the disposable breast pads. So yeah, 60 individual wrap pads. You can get reusable ones, so obviously a lot more eco-friendly. Because I don't really know what path I'm going down fully for feeding yet. I think if I can do both, I'm going to do both. We're just going to see. However, I was recommended to get some of these and definitely have some in my hospital bag, so that's why we got those. And once again, they were on offer. I can't remember how much we got them for. And then this is the post-birth wash bottle. Ironically, I got this because TikTok has been a lifesaver for pack my hospital bag with me kind of videos, because I've got so much inspiration and a lot of helpful stuff from those videos, so I really appreciated that. But this is a post-birth wash bottle and travel bag, all very nice. But yeah, so pretty much every expectant mother that I had seen on that app had one of these in their bag. And then Nina said to me, do you have one? I went, actually I do. For once, something that she's recommended I actually have. So yeah, we got one of these. Never did I ever think that I would be talking on YouTube about this kind of stuff at this point, but here we are. And then, you know, if you're watching this video, it means either you've had children, or maybe you're just interested, or maybe you're pregnant, or I don't know. Well, you just may be watching this because you want to. So I'm really sorry if this is putting images in your head that you do not want, but I'm just keeping it real. I've also been told by the world and his wife to get some of these, so we have. I'm just going to leave it there. Don't want to scar anyone, let alone myself. Nina gave me this with a pack of nappies. It's a dummy. So the two things I got, let's just try and move those out of your eyesight. Can you know? Put them down there. So the last two things I have got here. Oh no. Is that from Amazon? Oh yeah. I got a nappy mat. And if anyone's wondering, I'm not getting a nappy changing station because I just do not have the room for it in my room. I just don't. And also, most people I've spoken to have barely used their nappy changing stations, just for them personally. Obviously, I could be different if I had one, but I don't. So, like Nina, for example, she said that she hasn't used hers. She uses it for storage, which is obviously great. But she never really does her little girl's nappy on there. But as I said, I know every family's different, but for me, I just don't have that space. Whereas this is perfect. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I can't remember how much, as I said, I'm really sorry. I don't know what price it was, but this is Red Kite. I know that's the brand. And once again, I've seen Red Kite used in nurseries, and I'm familiar with the brand, so I know a little bit about it. Okay, the last two things. We've got my nappy changing bag, which I can open now, because I'm that person that just wants to get excited about opening it up on camera. So this is the Newbie nappy changing bag. Now this wasn't the original one I was going to go for. I found another one. Oh, no, it is, yeah. So just got a bit of a, didn't know you've got instruction manuals with nappy bags. But yeah, so I saw this when I looked it up again, nappy changing bags, when I had a bit of a, basically I had a nightmare with Amazon. I tried to order all of these bits on my payday in the early hours of the morning to get it done, because obviously I woke up for the millionth time for a wee. And for some reason, they took some of the order and then declined the rest, and then shut me out of my Amazon account. So I need to actually sort that out, come to think of it. So I had to go through my mum to get this stuff. But obviously we got it because obviously I wanted to get in the sales. Now this retailed for, I want to say £54. I want to say around £54, and I think I got it for just under 20. And it was exactly the same size as the other one. And it just actually, to be honest, it looks a lot nicer. So we've got, pocket wise, we've got one big pocket here. And it's just, the material was really nice. I don't think it's like you get a easily wipe clean one. You've got a bottom pocket down here. I'm all about the pockets because I think the world and his dog is going to be in this bag. And you've got a little thing there. It's got like breathable pads at the back, so obviously when you get hot. And then inside you've got also, and it's also got, that's perfect actually, little coded tags to say what can go in each compartment. This is amazing. Oh wow. So yeah, you've got area for clothes, bottles, everything in there, and it is very deep, as obviously because I haven't used it yet. There you go. And I wanted a rucksack rather than like a shoulder bag, because I just feel like it's gonna be so much easier to have a rucksack as a nappy bag personally. But yeah, I really like this, and as I said, I got this for basically half price, or even better than half price. I think it was like 56 or 54% off, bit specific, but so I got that. And then this was actually technically from Lynn, my aunt, technically. Well yeah, because I had around, I think, £15 left of her money from my birthday to spend. And I thought, what better thing than to get something practical, because the old me never used to spend birthday money on practical things. I would just splurge, be impulsive, and get things that probably in about 4 or 5 months I'd end up decluttering anyway. Whereas I'm now at that point in my life where I do still have the impulsive side of me. I'm not going to change in a day. However, I realise my priorities have started to change, and obviously will change once having my baby. with like purchases and stuff. But this is the cutest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is even more exciting. I'm just so excited about it. So this is the Fisher-Price Rhythmic Breathing Motion. 30 minutes of music. Is a soothe and snuggle otter. Now the first time I ever saw anything like this was on TikTok Shop, to do with like anxiety and stuff like that. And it's just so, it just looks so lovely. So it helps. I don't know whether does it move up and down? I'm not sure if this one moves up and down. I'm not sure. Until I set it up, I'm not sure. But it is age appropriate from 0 and above. And it helps hear 30 minutes of music, white noise, womb, breathing or heartbeat sounds. Oh yeah, feel deluxe fabrics and rhythmic motion. So there's volume control, light on and off, motion on and off. Oh, it includes batteries, but you need 4 AA batteries basically when they run out. So it helps with their basically their senses as well, so which is obviously something very important to encourage. However, I just got it because I've wanted to get something like this for ages, and this once again was around 50 something pounds, and I think it was down to 25, so literally half price. And I used the remainder of Lynn's money and then used the rest of mine to get it. Look how cute it is. I'm just obsessed. Me and Mum want one for ourselves. I'm gonna have to make sure that she doesn't nick this. But yeah, so that is everything that I got in the prime time sales and just baby related. And I just feel really lucky that I was able to get this stuff, well, the majority of it in the sales, because I wouldn't have been able to get the otter, that's for sure, at this point anyway, because £54 for me on something that is lovely, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure he'll love, just is not something sustainable at this current point. So getting it in the sales was amazing. Cupboard, so there's still a few bits I need to do nesting wise, and I will quickly go through that now. Okay, so I need to hang up the remainder of his clothes in the wardrobes, like the dungaree sets, pack my hospital bag except for bottles, organise the kitchen cupboard with my baby's things, and organise the top 2 small chest of drawers, which I can do hopefully today or tomorrow. Well, probably not tomorrow because tomorrow's a really busy day for me, maybe Friday, because I've ordered more all drawer organisers from the range. If you wondered where my drawer organisers that I've used for his clothes in my chest of drawers, but now his chest of drawers is from the range. They're amazing. I think I've gone through like 5 packs. I do think I've kind of impulsively ordered those 2 packs. I don't know if I'm going to need them, so Nina might be having a pack of them, but I'm going to use them to organise my clothes in the wardrobe because not all my tops can be hung up. So yeah, so I've got some more nesting bits to do, but nothing major. The big jobs have been done, which make me feel more happier. So yeah, let me know in the comments when you went through your nesting phases what your favourite thing was to do, because I don't think I've necessarily thoroughly enjoyed any of it because I left it to the last minute, which is my fault. However, looking at it done, like in the drawers, does make me feel very sad. On my TikTok, I need to edit that. Say edit, that term is very loosely used. I need to sort that out, ready to go up this evening. I'm so out of breath. But yeah, it's time to put all this stuff away. This will probably just go out the box somewhere over there. I'm going to do the recycling. I need to do that today, help Mum out. But yeah, so I'm going to be putting these bottles and bottle warmer in my cupboard. So basically this is the before. That stuff is going to be moving down here, because I'm going to be giving my mum some of my sweet treats because I don't want them and she does. So this will be kind of moving, and then his bottles and things will go there. It's kind of like his and hers. His bottles, my mugs. So this is the before. I thought I would be able to use this on the go. There is absolutely no way, so I need to get the travel friendly one as well, but this will be for at home. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be that big. Have I just, to be fair, it does look quite big on there, doesn't it? Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm so silly. But I will use this for sure. But this is what I mean by all the buttons. I'm keeping all the instructions. But yeah, the box can go. There's so much recycling. So yeah, and now just to do this, but I'll probably do the recycling before Mum gets home, because I think if she sees any more boxes, she's gonna have a nervous breakdown. I've had like the world's sleepiest in bed weekend. However, we're gonna try and finish this video today, fingers crossed, so I want to get it up ASAP. But this is the next job that I've got to do, hang up his wardrobe bits, which will be going obviously naturally in my wardrobe. This one's 3 to 6 months, but the rest of it is 0 to 3. I think this is 3 to 6 months actually as well. Is that 3 to 6 months? Yeah. I've got my dungaree sets. Look, this one's from Matalan. Can I just say, Matalan have got some of the cutest things ever, and I definitely will be buying from them as he gets older as well. But yeah, so I'm going to hang these up. I've got hangers from Primark, and if I need to get any more, I can get some more. But yeah, I'm just doing little jobs from my bed because I'm just so exhausted. Freddie is due a nappy change and a feed very soon, but I've been using my time very wisely. So over here now doesn't look as bad, still working on it. I've put some bits away because obviously, as I've mentioned before, sorry about the lighting, my clothes are all going in my wardrobe. He's obviously got some bits in here. Oh, shush. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through these bits. I've got things to flat pack of mine. They can just go in a bag and get done at some point. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start going through all this stuff, and then he'll be due a nappy change and a feed. That's all my clothes in boxes ready to go in my wardrobe. I've got stuff to flat pack, as I said. I've got a bag of rubbish there. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on with that. Honestly, can I say the Shein bags that I use to organise my hospital bag and just in general are amazing. So technically, I think it's just even more of an excuse to order from Shein because their bags are amazing for reusing, I have to say. So if you're packing a hospital bag or you just want things to store stuff in, those Shein bags are amazing and they actually last really well. The job is just organising the cot. There's not actually, it looks a lot worse than it is. I've got my home bargain stuff that I do need to film a haul for, nappy caddy that I need to restock. But yeah, I just need to take out the bits that aren't the flat pack bags basically. But yeah, so just going to organise my bed and put all this away in my wardrobe. But yeah, so I've got all my tote bags together, which is good because at least I know where they are. Don't mind the pants. Anyone that's had a baby will understand. So yeah, car seat's going in a different room. There's the toys, my flat pack stuff. I've got to go through some bottles. But yeah, so this is pretty much, it looks worse than it is. These are gifts. These are my grandma's birthday gifts because it's her birthday tomorrow. As I'm filming this, I've got baby books that I'm going to be putting in my wardrobe. The top of my wardrobe still hasn't been sorted yet. It's not too bad, to be fair. But yeah, so that's obviously Freddie's clothes. And I've organised, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I've put my maternity clothes together. I'll have to sort that later. So my maternity clothes are here and my maternity dresses, and I've got one out because I'm going to hopefully be wearing it, this one, which is what I wore to London to see Malika. I'm wearing this one around to my grandma's today because I'm just, the hormones, I'm so hot all the time, and to be fair, it's not the coldest weather, so yeah. But this is how I've organised my clothes. So these organisers from the range are incredible, and I thought I ordered too many in haste. So these are the organisers I've used for Freddie's clothes and also for my own. So yeah, and I've got obviously some sets there, baby sets. But yeah, it's looking a hell of a lot more organised, his and hers. But yeah, and that is how that is looking now. The dust is obviously going to go. My bedside cabinet, some books, my fan, and the frame for the Moses basket. And look at the shelves. Look how much better they look.